Until the library came, there wasn't really a centre of the estate. There were shops, but there wasn't any time to pass the time of day with other people.
I think it's made a tremendous difference.
I like it how it's all modernised and it's not just all have to be quiet, we can just read and relax.
It made quite a lot of difference because before the library was here it was like boring, it's a boring place and no, I hardly ever went out, but since the library's been here it's been a nice area.
It's really nice, colourful, it's got lots of books that are really interesting and it's got all different types of books.
The project was to build 3 new libraries in 3 areas of Derby, Allenton, Chellaston and Mackworth. The project to build the 3 new buildings cost £2.7 million. £2 million of that came from the Big Lottery Community Libraries Fund, and Derby City Council funded the rest of the project to build. Derby City Council are also funding the running costs of the libraries.
I remember Chellaston Library, prior to the building of the new one, when I first remembered it was in our Methodist schoolroom in the main high street, and they used to have 2 days a week. Having the new libraries, it's a fantastic building.
Library panels were incredibly important to us. They were formed right at the beginning of the project and they helped us with every aspect of the setup of the new libraries.
Well, I think it was most important to have the community involved. They've helped the architect to come up with the plans that are so successful at the moment. They gave the architect a direction to go with each of the designs.
And it's given local communities a library that they actually want to use.
I think the library in general is fantastic. I think it's brilliant for the area and for the wider area. I think for the children it's really, really good. I've got 2 young children that I come with quite regular and they thoroughly enjoy it.
I have 2 stepchildren. Every time they come to my house, it's all, can we go to the library? Have they got science day on? Have they got this on? Have they got that on? It's really, really good.
Outstanding.
Amazing.
Excellent.
Fandabidozy.
Exciting. Enjoyable.
Excellent.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Cool.
I come to the library because the books are interesting.
I come because you get to do activities and books and go on the computer for free. I like reading books because sometimes you might want to take your mind off things, and so reading books is the best way.
You can get books that you couldn't buy from the shops that cost too much. If I'm doing a school project or something, I get some books for that.
I come to the library because I like to read books and I like to go on the computers.
I think it's fun and useful because I can do my homework on the computers.
The library's been a godsend to me. I use the library an awful lot for the internet and for research.
You can go on the computers for free in case you don't have a computer at home.
I don't have the internet at home. I haven't got broadband. This is so much more versatile and quicker.
My stepladdy comes in on a regular basis to use the computers to help him with his homework, research, and it's something fun for him to do.
It's a place where you can come obviously and do things that people do in libraries, but it's got an enhanced facility in that there are groups that meet here because there's a community room and people come who perhaps wouldn't have done otherwise. I didn't go to the library when it was a mobile library, but I come here.
Given the central focus to the village, people can come in, change books. The art group started, so we have a group of people coming into that. There are several other groups. Knitting, I've not really gone into that one yet, but you never know.
It's just a a friendly group that get together once a week and share the crafts that we enjoy doing.
Well, it's really interesting to get together with other people. There's a big range of experience and ability, and we all learn from talking and looking at each other's work.
You look at what other people are doing and drawing, and it makes you think, oh, perhaps I'll try some of that.
It's quite a social group, which is attractive.
I'd say it was very friendly and a nice place to pick up new skills.
It's nice to just chat about our daily lives and get to know each other and build up a nice sort of social group.
It's given me the confidence to put pen to paper and have a crack at things.
Run time is a half hour where we can have a little bit of fun. She can meet other children as well.
Anyone from a baby to kind of preschool age, I think they all enjoy it.
It's good for Jessica to come out and sing songs in the library. She enjoys meeting all the other children, and it's just a bit of fun for us.
We like to come to Round Time. Dylan likes to hear all the songs and see all the children. He's very excited.
It's also Mum's meeting. I've met some of my neighbours that I didn't know before.
It's a nice place to go to meet other mums and other children, and it's also good because it gets them used to kind of sitting in a group.
We come and get more books out and just enjoy spending a bit of time together.
That you gain a bit of confidence talking about things in the book with a group of people, and it's fun.
I've always enjoyed reading, and I like discussing what I read as well.
A lot of people, they said they come because it introduces them to other types of books which they wouldn't read normally.
There's been a few that I've looked at the cover and I would have thought, no, that's not a book I want to read, but that's been really interesting. So, yeah, so I've enjoyed that part of it as well.
And it's really interesting finding out what other people think about the books.
Didn't expect to enjoy it as much as we did. There's a whole range of different ages, different people.
We always have a good discussion, sometimes a bit cheeky.
Having seen how many volunteers there are, I'm not sure that they could carry out all the functions they do without the volunteers. I think the volunteers enhance what the library can provide for other people.
Working in the library is giving me a lot more confidence now. I like Chellaston Library. It's a nice library. Everyone's friendly. There's no bad elements, I don't think, to Chellaston Library. Everyone comes in, everyone's here to talk or just to get a book out, and it's just a nice atmosphere to it all.
When the library opened, there was a request for volunteers to do things, and I offered to run a coffee morning. Well, it's really just a drop-in coffee session. It was intended for people who come to the library on a Friday, just like a cup of coffee and a chat, or they can stay all morning if they wish. Some of them come regularly, so it obviously means something to them that they have someone to talk to on that day, especially if they live alone. And sometimes friends meet here, and it's a very sociable time for them.
I come here on a Saturday morning, read all the papers, be cheeky about it, then I don't buy any.
The staff are all brilliant, they're all lovely and helpful and welcoming, really, aren't they?
Definitely. I think there's a lot of stigma attached to libraries that you have to be quiet and you have to sit there and just do nothing, just pick up books and read them quietly. But I know Allenton Library definitely does encourage people to talk and to talk a lot between themselves, and a lot of kids come here every day.
I'm happy that my family use the library so that they can use the same way that I like the library.
It's very difficult to actually get to know people, other than the library gives you that time and space to do that.
It's a fun place to be, it's a great place to work. Come and see us.
Some libraries are being closed, but this one is thriving. This little library is thriving.
Come along, don't be overwhelmed by it, just because libraries aren't like they used to be. It's friendly, it's not a matter of shh all the time anymore. I'd say come along.